What's up, you guys? Hello? I want to react to something. So I paid someone's $150,000, and this is what I got. So I'm just kind of reacting to it. So let's see this. You know what I'm saying? I paid somebody $110,000, and this is what I got. I'm disappointed. I just used up all my just money, my life savings, emergency funds, credit, my loans. I'm kind of disappointed, bro. Like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm gonna just show you guys. Psych, I ain't pay nobody no $110,000. That's crazy. Why would I do that? So I'm gonna react to something, right? This individual paid somebody $110,000. This is absolutely just. Let me just watch. I'm not gonna watch everything of it because this is just ridiculous. But let's watch this.
Dollars to coach me. And in a world where there are online gurus who are selling high ticket coaching, was it worth it? I'm going to be breaking down some of the things in my experience being in Myron Golden's coaching program. I have with me art.mp4. Welcome to the department.
Let's go. Good to be back.
And you might be watching this because you actually found the podcast from last week's episode. Shout out to you. Welcome to the department. This podcast is really intended for you to grow in your business online, in-person business, build your personal brand, level up your content creation skills, all the things, sales, communication. And so I just want to say, I'm super glad you're here. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm excited to get into this. I'm going to talk about literally, there's going to be no filter on this conversation. And the reason why Art is here is because he's going to try and break it. Now,
yeah, break it down. Like, why would you spend $110,000 on coaching?
Maybe should we, Simon Sinek says start with why. Should we start with why did I pay Myron Golden?
Yeah, why did you?
Thank you.
Yeah, why did you?
Okay.
This is
it was fall of 2022, and I was going through a journey to really put together what my coaching program is today. And I found, like many other people, many people, I found Myron Golden on YouTube. I didn't realize at this point he kind of just was taking YouTube serious. And the cool thing about this season was you can actually binge Myron and actually catch up to his content. So this was early enough when he was taking YouTube. Shout out to him because he just surpassed 1 million subscribers, which is really cool. By the way, started taking YouTube serious at 60 years old, which just says a lot. Like, if you're older in age, don't let your age be the reason why you disqualify yourself from showing up. I would argue you have an advantage to show up. Anyway, I found him in fall of 2022, and I was just drawn to him. I was captivated by his ability to connect kingdom principles to business and biblical principles to business. And even more than that, because like as somebody who's been studying the Bible for the last, over 10 years, I just found it such a unique way because he was doing it in business.
Man, I'm not going to go through this all because this person is just talking and just, explaining himself. I get it, but $110,000 for coaching or this, you could have went to somebody way cheaper, bro. And you have, 100,000 subscribers. You should get almost, not even, like a percent, like probably 0.5% of $110,000. And that 5,000, if you really were smart with it, from that AdSense or whatever you get from YouTube, could have been moved to get greater information rather than you waste $110,000 $100,000, you know, on this information. I get it. People, they need somebody to hear them a voice, but it's like, how mental are you for you to need somebody else to do? Are you like slow? Like, are they gonna like sell you? Like, you could have got that for way cheaper, bro, but you wasted like $110,000. I mean, you probably in a better position to me as far as financially, and like, but I know common sense tells me not to ever spend more than $1,000 on information from someone, because that's a lot of money, man. Most people don't eat salaries, don't even reach that cap of 110,000. But that's crazy that $110,000 was spent. Like, I hope he got his value that he got, because that's honestly insane. And I wouldn't have done it because I could get that for free. If you have a business or whatever you have, that should at least be making $100,000. It's shouldn't be going to waste because you don't need coaching from somebody. Like, this is honestly insane. Unless this person has something for sale that's $110,000, like a house, a car. Okay, I would understand. But for information, words said, an audio, a session, it's crazy. I get it. Rich people say that you got to buy their time. They're busy. But it's like, that's honestly insane. If I would say I was wealthy, right? A person wanted information, I would just break it down for the nuts and bolts and give them advice right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And just tell them, hey, here's what you do, the basics, and just write it down. And if they're really serious, they're going to study into it. They're going to reverse engineer it, put it on a planner, and just take action. Because I could tell them all that stuff, and then they buy it. They don't take no action. They're going to be like, oh, you scammed me. Oh, my goodness. You took my money. You grifted me. Because it was just really not worth it. If somebody was really serious about the information, they would look for it, search through, skim, and study it, and then take action. They wouldn't spend $110,000 on it. That means they're trying to get quick bucks. Nothing wrong with trying to get money. You have to survive and put a roof and have money coming in to flow and cash flow for your business. But it's like, you're just trying to get it right now. Like, the information, when you can just look through it on Google. It's like people don't want to utilize their minds, their brains. Like, do you know how overactive the brain is, the function of it? The brain is powerful, but people just use money as a cheat code instead of using their brain. And it's just sad that this guy felt like he had to spend $110,000, his hard-earned money. You know, I don't know if he got the value he got and if it was really worth that, but that's honestly just insane, bro. Because I wouldn't do it. You could do more greater things with $110,000. Factory workers don't even get paid that, and they're the ones that produce your food, you know, your clothes, your cars. And you pay 10 times the market price of these things. It just shows you the finesse of this world and why rich people are rich, from finessing, bro. This is a hustle. You got hustled from another man's hustle. This is literally just kind of sad, because I wouldn't do it. You can find this in a book. You can go to the local library and find this stuff. You just got to be serious. You got to study it. Of course, it's going to take you time, but you're using your own brain and your energy. You could use AI to break the words down or whatever to make it easy, or use YouTube or whatever. Like, why the hell is you paying somebody $110,000? Okay, you went on your own way to do it. Okay, cool. You feel like you needed a person to motivate you, but then other people are going to watch this video and are going to be like, I got to pay somebody that much money or come out of my pocket a large sum of money for me to get the information, when you can just look for it on YouTube, man. I learned so much things on YouTube for free. I didn't pay jack. I ain't giving nobody no money, bro. I mean, I paid this one guy this money to access more content, but it was not no damn course. I knew not to ever pay nobody for information, because that's absolutely just crazy. But let me just hear this guy, because this is just
was in a church, right? And that was big for me. And so that is how it kind of started. That's how I met Myron. And then I was just following him for some time. And then because, I mean, his YouTube channel was kind of like growing and people who were supposed to know about him kind of knew about him. And he actually threw his very first event in June of 2023. This was the Offer Mastery Live.
Did you know you don't need a computer science degree to work for companies like Tesla, IBM, Apple?
And this was a public event.
This was a public event. And at the time, I was going through a transition where I was really starting my own coaching and consulting company. And I don't really go to events like that. Like I've put on events, especially with like Think Media, and like I've spoken at events. And I just felt a draw. Yeah, I said, you know what? This guy, he seems like my guy. I don't know if you've like, maybe you feel that with certain people you follow online. But I was like, dude, Myron's like, he seems like my guy. I think I'm going to go. And I live in Las Vegas. So I bought a ticket, flew to Tampa. And I even, what's so funny is I'm backtracking kind of like my thought process. I remember Amanda saying like, buy an expensive plane ticket, stay in a really nice hotel. Like,
dude already had to buy an expensive plane ticket and stay in a hotel. And you know that's not cheap. Continue.
Let this be a different experience than any other experience you went through, which was just so, I don't know. When I look back on it, I'm like, dang, it's like the moment I started taking myself more serious is the moment everything started changing. So not to get into the weeds of it, but Myron presented his King Solomon at this event, which was incredible. That was an incredible event. There was a little over 600 people there. 95% of the people found him.
600 people at that event. That event is probably like a band. So 600 times a band. I'll say it's around 300 or whatever. And nigga, that's a good 6-figure, bro. That's a good, bro. That's like bread, bro.
I'm on YouTube. It was like really cool. I don't even think he did any paid marketing to fill that room. And then he presents his offer, which is King Solomon Inner Circle offer, which is the more expensive offer. Here's what's funny about that. When he presented the offer, he was like, hey, if you make under this amount, this offer is for you. If you make over this amount.
So he offered another offer within another offer, and then the upsell. Tragic.
Amount, this offer is for you. And I believe that number was like 220K, which I was making.
Whoa.
I was making just about a little over 220K with everything I was doing. It wasn't with one singular thing. So I kind of self-qualified myself for the more expensive offer.
Okay.
And by saying more expensive, I mean the more
self-qualified, or he sold you out. That's what he did. He persuaded you, my guy. Crazy.
Pricier, valuable offer, I guess you could say. I don't like using the word expensive because when
it's just a higher price offer.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what, dude, I'm for this offer, you know? So long story long, I took the offer. Now, the last job I worked, the last W-2 job I worked, I got paid $33,000 as a W-2 employee. So I'm like clearing like 28. Like to think to myself that, you know, I want to go through what went through my mind, and maybe you care, maybe you don't care, but what went through my mind when this happened. Number one, I asked my wife, I was like, babe, how can we do this? Because it's not that we didn't have the money to do it.
Your wife needs to divorce you for being a dumbass, for spending $110,000 for coaching.
And even though, like, you know, I'm just, like I said, no filter. I did the payment plan option. Keep your money.
You had to do a payment plan. You couldn't even afford it. Sad.
Like, if somebody's going to teach you how to make money, you don't need to necessarily pay them all the money unless you want to and you don't want to think about it. But it's also like, pay them and they're going to teach you how to make more money and then just pay off the program. So I just, you know.
Why go into debt and end up bankrupt? for something you cannot afford.
But I remember asking my wife, babe, how are we going to do this? And I realized that I asked her the right question.
You're asking your wife out of all people.
Yeah.
When you start asking yourself, how can you do the thing? It'll unlock what I believe is one of the most powerful things, and that is your creativity.
When you start asking yourself of something you can't do or you shouldn't do, it's like you're trying to psych yourself out or gaslight yourself.
So shout out to my wife, Amanda, who was like, I don't know, we could do whatever you want. I mean, we could pay for it. Let's do the thing. We could take out an equity if you want out of the house. Like, she was just so down. And
shout out to your wife, Amanda, for not losing brain cells, not having a brain nerve at the decision of spending 110. Let me just play the video.
I look back, like, here I am 2 years later.
She's a real one.
She's a real one. Like, and I hope you married somebody that's supportive. Cause like a lot of the times, cause I'm not gonna even front, I sell high ticket coaching. That's what I do. And many times the person comes and says, let me talk to my wife about it. And I'm like, of course, talk to your wife about it. But I also hope that you, spouse, husband or wife, I hope that you've been consistent.
So you've been married all this time and your wife generated you no income? Are you crazy? All this time? You're married. Marriage is not cheap, bro. Keeping that roof. Marriage is like sort of a business. It's a business contract between you, your spouse, and the government. Are you crazy, dude? Let's go.
Consistent in your actions that your spouse trusts you.
Ooh.
The problem is when people say, hey, I want to go talk it over with my spouse. Are you talking it over with them because you don't know if they trust you?
You got to hopes and be faith that your partner trusts you because you know what you're doing is uncertain and very high probable and risk. Are you...
With making decisions like this, as I look back, Amanda had my trust because I'm a man of my word. Because I'm not somebody who says I'm going to do one thing and then go do another, or say I'm going to do something and then I flake. Like, that's not who I am. And if that's not who you are, then what you should be asking for is, how can we do this? Not, can I do this?
Bro, relax.
Sorry.
This isn't a marriage podcast.
I know. But it's part of it because it's like,
how can I do something I shouldn't do? That's what you should ask yourself. How can I do something I can't do that I should not do? Yeah.
Great, though.
Because I think about how many spouses, because they have trust issues, keep them in the same cycle. I
would see why she has trust issues. You gambled $110,000, bro. I would see why. I would see why in clear.
Of sameness, not breaking through the barrier or the potential or possibility of what could be, simply because of the dynamic.
Right. And
anytime you're stepping into a new arena, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be scary. I don't even want to say it's fear. It's not fear more than it is resistance.
Bro, if your wife would have like divorced you and that 110,000 you gambled, you would be kind of cooked because the court has to split the payments between the court and the mother, the children's house support, all that crap. Nigga, you would be kind of finished. You'd probably be like on the streets by now. You would be taken to the cleaners, my guy. And this is insane. That's life savings money, bro. I don't think people even reach that cap amount of their life savings. Come on now, bro.
When we step into the unknown, which I didn't know, like my thing is like, I didn't even know what I was actually getting. I just knew Myron was the person. Now I think there's something to say about that.
You didn't know what you were getting But why were you so bought in?
This guy's looking at him like he is just crazy. Like, why would you even do that? Like, he's just questioning this guy.
Number one, because his YouTube presence, and not just his YouTube presence, but him on YouTube and me consuming him for hours, it already pre.
That's the problem with people. Like, when they watch you so much, they become attached to you, like a part of you's living with them, because they watch you so much that anything that you have or whatever, they're willing to, you know, go out of their own way and go to lengths to support you by coming out of their freaking pockets and wasting hard-earned resources. This is kind of dangerous, man. You know, and waste hard-earned just money out of just waste it. It's like, bro, instead of learning the information to hear it and actualize it in their freaking heads, but they become attached to you. They like you. This is terrible. We got to remove our facts from feelings and attachments from reality when it comes to this type of stuff.
Sold me.
Sure.
I told myself before I even went to this event, I said, hey, whatever the offer is. And what's funny is in the moment, I didn't feel, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. And I asked a friend who was actually, he was actually one of Myron's students.
Your intuition told you if this is for you or not. You like, come on, bro. You mind effed yourself to do this, bro. $110,000, bro. Are you, bro, man?
At the time, Neo Davis. And I said, bro, Neo, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not. And, you know, he was like, yo, he looked me in the eye. He's like, you don't need to do this. You're literally the GOAT. He was like, Myron knows you. Myron knew me before I knew him. But he said, the only reason why you need to do this is to break something off of you because you don't take yourself serious. This is why every time I have a conversation with you about charging, you get uncomfortable. So he's like, you have to invest in yourself before you ask money from other people.
Right.
And I think that's a constant perpetual pursuit, is if you are somebody who is adding value to people's life, you better be investing in yourself. Like, how dare you call yourself a coach, a consultant, and you yourself aren't coach or consulted?
Bro, this guy, bro, this guy just spent $110,000 to be coached by someone. I get it if you wanted to learn more information and have clarity in the information given to you and refined by an actual person. You know what I'm saying? You probably could afford it, but it's like people are watching this guy. There's like 29,000 people. That's 29 different minds being convinced that it's okay to go out of their own pocket to get information because they quote unquote trust somebody. And it's a video. Like, this is crazy, man. And I hope people don't fall for this, man. This is insane. You can get all that for literally nothing, for $20. This is crazy, bro. Tell me what you think. Nah. Welcome, bro. This is just insanity, bro. Like, I don't want people to like, man.
Like, talk about a phony. Like, that's literally a phony. So really, like, Neo just saying that, I'm like, dude, if I'm the best at what I do, I'm gonna act like I'm the best at what I do.
Which you believe that you were.
And I believe that was.
And
honestly.
there's a lot of people out there who believe they are.
You spent $110,000. Honestly, you better act like you better do, because your ass can't take that.
Correct.
And maybe are.
Yeah. And I think most people are. Most people are really good at what they do.
Yeah.
And so I was in a season as an entrepreneur where I was looking for the person. Now, to bring clarity, this video is entitled, I paid Myron $110,000. It's because I did 2 years in a row of his $55,000 offer, just to bring clarity. But I really decided with Myron because I was looking for a person. And I just want to affirm this. If you are any, let me say this the right way. If you are on a journey that you believe is God ordained, meaning God is leading you down a path of your future, of abundance, of more, of entrepreneur, like whatever that is, if you feel like you're going down a journey that is not necessarily led by you, but is led by a bigger voice, and I would say maybe it's the voice of God, it's the Holy Spirit, whatever, yourself, your inner voice. I don't know how you roll. But if that's the case,
don't even put this on God. God did not tell you to do this, bro. Don't even put this on God. Are you crazy? Don't even put this on God. Don't.
I'm here to tell you that God will always put a person or people in the way to help you get there.
This guy's trying to mind F in this perception that God made him do this decision to drop $110,000. But this is crazy, man. And people are watching this, man. This is insane. He has to convince himself. This is what this whole video is about, of him trying to convince people why he did it and why you should probably do it. Like, come on, this is crazy.
Like, you will not get to where you're supposed to be. You will not make the impact you're called to make.
I don't know if it's a demon, but that's not even, I don't know what type of God is that. Because to tell you to like waste like 110, that's insane. Nigga, that's one of your inner voices. That inner voice is probably like a demon or something, or some sort of like, I don't know, because that ain't no God.
By overlooking the people God's put in place. Now, I genuinely believe like Myron was my guy. And I was honestly, I was like, I don't want to say names.
Myron's your guy out of everybody who told you to come out of your pocket of $110,000, not even $100,000, 110,000, not even 101,000, 110,000. He's your guy. He has your back. He's your man's now. This guy is just gaslighting himself, man. This is sad.
But there were like 3 or 4 other people I was considering to invest in. Might I say, I've never bought a course before this. Like literally, I never bought a course. So this is like the first time I was investing in myself, which is crazy, a $55,000 investment. But you know what I looked at when I looked at all 4 people and then Myron? I said, no one's life outside of business resembles the life I intend to create other than Myron.
The scientists and engineers that support the next mission to Mars could be in this class.
It's good.
His kids love him. His team loves him. He's a man of character. He's a man of God, like loves the word. Like this guy's not going to gyp me, you know? So these are all the thoughts that are going through my mind. And what's funny is something that Myron brought clear to me when I told him, and I don't mind being coached, by the way. I mean, I think if you guys watched the last episode, you guys are like, man, you guys are really cool dynamic. He's still my coach. He is not my bro. And like, he is my bro, but he's my coach. And
he is neither. He is your hustler. That's what the hell he is. He is your PIMP. He is your, your pastor. He is none of that crap. Because if I was wealthy and I had my bro, I would just tell him what I do, or I'll kind of like help him and pinch in. But if he don't want to work and do whatever, then I'm gonna just leave him to his freaking his vices. Because that's just insane. And I damn sure would not give him $110,000 to start what he got, because they don't even take that. It takes using your damn freaking brain that God give you. And you want to lie to yourself and said God made you do this. Come on now, bro.
And then he's my bro.
You say that in like a humble, honoring way.
I do.
He is not your bro, and you're not being humble. You are lying to yourself, my guy.
Yeah. But I don't. If I'm paying you to coach me, you are my coach, and I'm your student, and
He's your coach where you're at now because you came out of your pocket.
I'm gonna be the best student I can be. So I'm gonna zip my lips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, like, unless you ask me to do something. Now, when I said Myron, like, yeah,
So you have to be submissive now. Okay.
I said it on one of the calls. I was like, yo, I invested in you. You know, I invested in with you or in you or with this program. And he's like, Omar, you did not invest in me. By the way, he's like, I don't need anybody's money. You invested in yourself.
What? What the? I'm about to shut this. Like, what are you like? You invested into him. He could start another company with that, and he doesn't even need a fraction of that. He just needs a freaking human brain. He is none of that, bro. He hoodwink you. This is why the rich get richer, because they finesse and they mind trick you, thinking that you got to do this nonsense and pay them $1 million if you want something valuable. Use your brain, man. The public. Yeah, bro, he could have started a McDonald's franchise with that or something, or bought one of them mama pop shops in his block or invested in it and bring customers. It's not hard. It just needs time. People are just lazy as hell. They just want to buy their way through things or money glitch their way through things. Like in GTA, when they're trying to get 1 million XRPs and this, they're trying to just bypass things instead of using their brain. This is crazy, bro.
Like, and that's what you're doing when you invest through other people. You're investing in yourself through a person. But I just love, I said, if my life looks like that at 60, I've made it. I've won. So that's really the biggest reason why.
Bro, you can have, bro. There's literally, I'm looking at cheap franchises right now. You could start under $15,000, under $50,000. You can start a Chick-fil-A franchise, which is relatively low. You can start a Firehouse of basket and get that return in a year or two. But you decided this is insane, bro. I pray for
Myron was just the guy that I feel like was put in front of me. And any questions? I want you to break whatever. Like,
yeah, I would say you invested in yourself through him, but maybe someone is asking like, okay, sure.
No, you got the money, you invested into him, and he took it from you. You invest into yourself. Get that shit out of here.
I can understand the idea of investing in myself, but what did you buy? Because you still, at the end of the day,
look at this guy is questioning him because that's crazy. Like why would you even do this?
You know, not paid $55,000.
Like if he would have used most of that money on the lottery, he would have a high likelihood of winning than getting the results he got from spending $100,000 on this quote unquote information that he got. This is crazy. If I would have got $110,000, right, that this guy is, and give him like $20 to scratch the lotto, he probably have a high likelihood of winning and getting more money than him just wasting $110,000 on information because he's been scratching the lotto for years or whatever, or the numbers, or because he actually has experience. He's looting his brain, or he's going, or he's using time and energy instead of just wasting valuable money or whatever the case is.
And up front, but like that was the total cost of what it is that you bought.
Yep.
So like what is it?
So what did I get?
Yeah.
And I want to clarify, people who ask me that question, and I'm not saying you're this person.
Yeah.
People who ask me that question, I know what they're asking me.
What is it?
What did you get that was worth $55,000?
Yes.
Because most people who don't understand investing in themselves will always, and this is something that broke off of me. I used to think that value was connected to amount, like amount of stuff. Like if it's a lot of money, you must get a lot of stuff. And that's actually something, I mean, we can probably get, because I wrote down like the things I got from Myron, but like got as in like more than just the thing at face value. But like, what did I get? I'll tell you what I got. I got 2 calls a month on Zoom with Myron.
One-on-one calls.
Not one-on-one, group calls.
Oh, snap.
So this is the group that of people that paid $55,000. Now, those conversations in many cases, it's a different conversation because the room is filtered by $55,000. So like there's no one's wasting nobody's time.
Sure.
It's like a different dynamic.
Did you know that before you bought, or was it after?
It wasn't the thing that was on my mind.
Okay.
Right now, and then you realize that sometimes the number is simply a filter to create a room that's dynamic. And if you understand the power of environments, the principle of, I'm literally looking at this fake plant behind you, like
you had to get a Zoom call twice a month. Couldn't even get a private consultation, like you said. 2 Zoom calls. Are you crazy? He could have gave you like a PDF and call it a day, but you get 2 Zoom calls. You know if this guy's is busier now or has other clients. This is, man.
it's fake plant. But if it was a real plant, if it was in the wrong environment, it will die. You put it in the right environment and it'll thrive.
Good.
So a lot of times when you join like a mastermind or a program or anything that's going to make you better, buy a course, it doesn't matter. What you're doing is you're finding yourself, or you're trying to put yourself in the right environment. This is why I'm a fan of live events. I'm a fan of workshops. I'm a fan of Zoom calls, because it's an environment that can create in you an ability to grow. So this came with 2 calls a month for this group. You also got calls, an additional call a week with like somebody else on his team. I think it was like his brother. I've never been on the other call, which is the worst, like almost 2 years. Because when you buy in the King Solomon Inner Circle, you also get access to his Offer Mastery boot camp, which is like,
Which is a course, pretty much.
it's kind of it's a program because there's literally a call every week.
Oh,
So like
okay.
technically you're getting 6 calls a month.
Okay.
So that's what I got.
Okay,
6 calls a month. You're getting access to his portal. And like when you log in, I mean, the thing is, I will say Myron doesn't hold back on his YouTube videos. He just understands the context where it makes the most sense to share information. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to share information in a certain way because people aren't bought in. So like he has to be really good on YouTube and communicate in a way that makes sense for the platform. Inside the curriculum or inside the portal, man, he's got some things where he's like doing a live commentary on him pitching. Look, notice what I did there. Look what I did. See, this is what's called pre-framing. Notice how I changed my inflection. Notice how I made money. I lowered down the value of money. Because anytime money is just a tool, people are more willing to.
I feel so bad for this guy. He has to gaslight himself and lie to himself on why he spent $110,000, man. This is so sad, man. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, I don't even know if I could continue, bro. This is just honestly just, my God.
To buy. So he's like, there is so much sales and persuasion and program creation, like almost like everything you need to be successful. And then I think one of the most valuable things you also get with him is you get access to 4 events a year. So about once a quarter, he throws on these events. It's literally, there's one happening right now in Tampa. But because at the time we're doing a challenge, so I wasn't able to go. And so, yeah, like there's more stuff you get. Like, I mean, you know, he gives us the opportunity to write a book together that he already wrote, which sounds really cool. That's kind of like what got me like pretty excited. Like, dude, we can write a book together. And there's so much more. I'm probably the worst because like I'm too busy doing the work.
That you didn't like want to milk everything that you got from it.
And if you want to be that type of person, be that type of person. But like,
yeah,
do the work. Like, so I'm so busy doing the work. I only hop on the call when I literally hit a wall. When I hit something, but I'm doing what he's prescribed. And really, what like a big thing that Myron prescribes is just being able to charge more for your services, and then knowing that like you're doing value-based charging, not time-based charging, which a lot of times that's literally, I'll just say probably the biggest unlock I got from Myron Golden is being able to charge more and deliver less. Now, that sounds kind of scammy, but this is literally, I'm going to literally.
That's charge more and deliver less. I mean, what are you talking about? So deliver less, like, of the information that you're bringing out, but you're charging more? Unless your thing is simple, okay. It's like a video or whatever. It's short, it's brief, okay. But to deliver less and you get absolutely nothing, but they charge you a fortune, damn near. It's crazy. I got to hear what he's got to say because
reenact something with you.
Okay.
So you're Omar, I'm Myron.
Okay.
So ask me the question, hey, Myron, why do I have a hard time every time I think about raising my price, I have to include more?
Myron, why every time I want to raise my price, I feel like I need to deliver more?
Okay. Because you have a value discrepancy. You don't understand value.
Because you're probably full of crap and you know that with yourself and it's not worth that much money.
So I'm going to present to you an offer, Art.
Okay.
This offer is going to help you make $10 million. How good does that sound?
Sounds good.
Is this something you're interested in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The cost for this offer is $15,000. It comes with 100 videos, 100 audio files, and 100-page download PDF. If you go through all three of these things.
Oh my God, bro.
It will show you exactly how you can make $10 million. Would you like this deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another one. You want to hear about it?
Sure.
Okay. It's another program, but it's the same outcome. It'll teach you how to make $10 million in 1 year. It comes with one video, one audio file, and one downloadable PDF. This one is $30,000. Which one would you like?
I'll take that one.
Why?
Because it takes up less of my time.
Okay. So by me giving you less, there is actually, it makes it more valuable.
Yes.
So this is a limiting belief that literally was crushed under Myron's watch. And it helped me see value. That's part of like one of your, like, if we're talking about like breaking through in business, a lot of the times the ceiling is just what you.
Man, just yapping at this point is not some video game strategy. This is real life. Yeah, he's yapping because he's trying to find sense of this nonsense. That's why he's yapping. He's trying to lie to himself. This is crazy. You spent $110,000, okay, the thing comes with 106 PDFs and audio to learn information. But why are you going out of your own way? You spent $1,000, but what if you don't get the result that you desire or result at all? Period. You get this for free or less. It just takes time and energy and using your brain that God gave you and tapping in with yourself. There's people who started from nothing. How they do it? Because they started something. They used their mind. They did something. They ain't just pay somebody $100,000 for some magic, Krusty Krab formula. This is just crazy. This is why the rich get richer, by finessing you guys and lying to you. When it's manipulation, telling you to invest in yourself, it's a lie. You mean invest into them, come out of your pocket. If you're really serious, pay us. If you really invest into yourself, we're going to do things that help you, help your mind, give you clarity to actually help you, not come out of your pockets. None of that stuff is guaranteed something, and Hustler not going to tell you. It's really not hard to finesse people, bro, because I used to go and knock on people's doors and be like, hey, I'm going on a field trip. Can I have some money? Boom, they'll give me their cash. I was a kid with an innocent face. But now you just got to just lie to people and trick them. And it's easy. You just lie to people. It don't take hard. It's just triggering people, telling them what they want to hear, and kind of gaslighting them. You know? That's what you're doing. And people are falling for this stuff. I don't know why, but this is crazy, man. This is a hustler.
You believe about the value. So if you can charge more money.
When I look at this person, Myron Golden, he looks like a hustler. I just want to sock him in the face. Look how full of shit he looks. I just want to just sock him in the face. Like, look at this guy. You can't see his eyes. He looks like I just want to just sock him. Like, look at this loose. Look at this scum. Making a person come out at $110,000, man. This is insane, man. What the hell is wrong with this guy, bro? Look at this guy. You just want to sock him in his face because he's so full of shit. Look at this loot. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even want to look at this scumbag. This guy has
deliver it quicker to get a faster result. Like, it's more valuable. But this takes the, you have to take the responsibility and the ownership to really be on a constant pursuit to condense the information. Like, literally in our portal, I have a coaching program, an Inner Circle, and we're actually, I want to take stuff out.
Yeah.
Because
he's using the Bible. He's using the Bible. That's how you know he got himself into some craziness. This nigga using the Bible, telling God, and let me rewind a little bit.
To really be on a constant pursuit to condense the information. Like, literally in our portal, I have a coaching program, an Inner Circle, and we're actually, I want to take stuff out.
Yeah.
Because I'm realizing, like, the more information actually overwhelms people. And
the more paralysis it brings.
And more paralysis, then people have too much decisions to make. And here's what's crazy. My observation is, if you're somebody who always wants to over deliver, there's chances are is that you might be insecure. It's an insecurity to want to feel like you're validating somebody's purchase.
You're just trying to make sure you're not trying to lie to people. That's what you're trying to make sure. You're not insecure because you don't want this person complaining or returning the payments and disputing it because you're going to get mad because you're probably capping, bro. Like, come on now, bro.
By like, let's do 20 calls. Let's give them 100 videos. That's actually insecurity in you to try and get validation for the value. When I would argue, you probably are gonna overwhelm the person that you're trying to help.
Yeah. Okay, but what would you say to the people? Because you're saying that from a perspective of the person selling that item or that program or that course is like, oh, I put 100 videos in here for you. It's worth 5,000 now. But what would you say to the person that is buying that course that is like, you only put one video in this course and it's this much? How is that worth the price?
Yeah. A skeptic.
Yes.
Okay. How do you say somebody who's skeptical? If someone is skeptical about an offer, chances are is they didn't get enough education. Chances are is they might not be the right person. Like, and the offer might not be for you. That's why I have the 15 one. If you want the 300 unit thing, right, that one's for you too.
Sure.
So, and this is something I got from Myron, is learning if you want to be a better salesperson, you better become a better buyer. Just
Mm.
become better at buying. Don't be a skeptic.
What does that mean?
That means when an opportunity or an offer is presented to you
Mhm.
and it's the right offer.
So don't be better at what? You heard what he just said? No. What did he just say again? Be a better buyer, not a better what? Repeat that for me, you guys, because like what the hell?
Stop going back and forth. Like we are all experiencing the life experience you are currently experiencing is the one you're intended to experience. Now, people genuinely get stuck. They genuinely get stuck in a cycle of life. It's the same old. You just keep doing the same thing. You keep listening to the same people. And like nothing changes. Your money doesn't change. Your mindset doesn't change. Your skill sets don't change. Nothing changes because you didn't see more in you. And so this is just something I've learned. Like, and I have friends and family that literally are terrible buyers.
Mhm.
When I say terrible buyers, I mean they don't buy with value in mind. They buy with price in mind.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they gotta be able
what's the
to.
difference between the gym that Amanda attends for, honestly, it's like $400 a month, and $10 a month EOS Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, EOS Fitness? Why do they even exist? Well, the difference is in the value. What's the value? Number one,
Of course, you want them to come with an open mind and be able to learn, but it's like make sure they could afford it. Also, like make it kind of fair because they're gonna feel like they gambled on something.
the value is in the people. If you're somebody who values your fitness at the level of $400 a month, you're a type of individual. And now Amanda's rubbing shoulders with people who just value health and fitness a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Am I saying people at EOS don't value their fitness? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they're probably just people.
Why the hell is he making an example using a gym, Lifetime Fitness, $400? Nigga, you spent like 20 times over that. Let me divide it. 400 divided by 100 and wait. That's like, bro. Like, dude. That's like 275 times of that, my guy. And you comparing that. They don't even come
People that are
close.
there, just work out and get out. Like, but that's why EOS, your experience is compromised many times because it's so packed.
Yes.
And it's like, it's not a good experience. You can guarantee good experience at Lifetime. And if you have a bad experience, they want to know about it. There's just more care. That's why charging more a lot of times just allows you to care more. And when you care more, you can create a better experience. When you create a better,
Here goes the gaslighting. Just offer good service, period, my guy. Damn.
experience, people are more likely to be satisfied. It's like, it's a
Right.
funny loop, right? And so there are times like, and everyone's on this journey. I mean, you might be on the journey. If you're on a journey of becoming a better buyer, just start looking things at the value of what it is. Like, this is why there are certain things that in my mind don't matter how much they cost. And I'm not saying that because I'm better than everybody else, but like, here's a good example. Amanda went to Home Goods. She loves Home Goods.
Okay.
Make sure you can at least afford it.
I want Amanda to be a better buyer. No, I'm just kidding. Amanda went to Home Goods because we needed nightstand
Bro,
lights.
she's a better buyer through you.
What does that
She
mean?
let you buy Myron's program.
Yeah, that's facts. No, we were looking at
Better buyer / better consumer.
a nightstand table or a nightstand light.
What is being a better buyer? A better buyer? I'm actually researching that. A better buyer. Better buyer meaning. A customer or a client who's easy to work with, fulfills their obligations properly, and pays what's agreed upon. Bull shit. It's more simpler than that. Come on.
Like a lamp,
Okay.
table lamp.
Yes.
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses
Like for me, if it's the right one, it doesn't matter the price. It's going to live on our thing forever. So like we already bought the wrong one, returned it. She FaceTimed me while she was at Home Goods and she was like, here they have this one. And I was like, I think that's the one. It has great texture. It's the right color. It was like pretty like heavy. Like it was nice. It was $80. And she was like, dang it, it's $80. I was like, babe, buy the lamps. Like, I don't care if it was $600 because it solved the problem. Like I found that like,
I really don't understand that concept of a better buyer.
When you're trying to solve a problem with your money and you don't buy with value in mind, you buy with cost in mind, you'll spend more time dwelling. It might break. It'll break sooner and then you're gonna have to buy it again. So like you're actually losing more money being cheap.
Right.
And I know like, and I'm talking about things that Myron's taught me, right? The reason why most people think this way is because people buy things with their time. Because that's how people think. They think time equals money. And I know I'm repetitive, like because Myron teaches this stuff, but time does not equal money. Time is way more valuable than money.
Yes.
Infinitely. He says
Yes.
time is infinitely more valuable than money. How can you say that? If I gave you $1 million,
I could literally finesse this guy. This guy's trying to sound sophisticated, whatever. I could finesse. I'm about to talk to this guy and try to finesse him. Send me a MoneyGram or Western Union or whatever, because that's what he's doing. He's lying to himself. So I could probably more than likely lie to him because he just sounds crazy.
today, would you take it, Art?
Yes.
If I gave you $1 million today, but you had to die tomorrow, would you take it?
No,
Why?
because I don't want to die tomorrow.
So tomorrow is more valuable than $1 million.
100.
Okay, time is more valuable than money.
Sure.
Okay, so if that is the truth, then we should buy differently. And this is just something I learned from Myron.
Yeah.
Okay, if time is more valuable than money, make sure the money that they spent on this product or service or demand, that time is compensated for by the results, and they don't waste all this time, this gut-wrenching time, and not seeing anything show forth that.
Watch your life change when you become a better buyer. When you're somebody who could spot value, like real true value in whatever it is that you're looking to buy, like just buy differently. Hey, department fam, wanted to take a brief break from this conversation. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. And the first thing I want,
You had to take a break because you sounded insane. Like, this was crazy.
wanted to talk about is that, did you know that 75% of the people that watch this podcast on YouTube actually aren't subscribed, which is a high chance that you're not subscribed. So number one, I want to say thank you for listening or watching the podcast. And number two, if you can hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. The second thing is, if you are an entrepreneur, content creator, or somebody looking to make money online, I want to encourage you to come to this online event called
No. Do not go to him. Do not go to this guy. Hell no. He's going to make you come out of your pocket to spend your valuable life savings or whatever money you work for in your piggy bank for nothing. Do not make this gamble, bro. Like, come on, chill.
Content to Cash Challenge. This is a special 5-day event that's going to give you access to the system I use in my business to make multiple 6 figures with my content. If you've been desiring to either get your business and brand more exposure, grow a YouTube channel, whatever it is when it comes to video, I would encourage.
Already got the website. So let me look down right here. Okay. It's right here. Click. I got it right here already. Let me share the tab. Let me sign up. That's my name. Put my email. I don't have a phone number, so I'm gonna just cap. Uh, 561 41. Right. Wait. Into a number. Do I have a number? It's a fake ass number. He's a fake number. I'm gonna see. I might just put 911 in this person because he's trying to fraud me. I'm gonna see what's up. Tell me he's a fake number. So 770 203 2364. Fake ass number. I want to get no notification on this. Okay. He gonna waste your time and energy. Yup. Let me see. I put my real email, but I'm gonna just unsubscribe from it. Okay, join the challenge. How much does it cost? Okay, $97. Okay. Let me pay for it. I'm paying for Jack, but let me see the checkout. I'm gonna see how much is it. It better be worth that $97, even though that's cheap. How much it costs? $97. You're giving all this stuff for $97, right? But then you pay $110,000 for the information you got. Dude, I feel sorry for you, bro. That's nice of you, but it's like, damn. That's like, dude, that's like, bruh. Myron Golden hoodwinked you and finessed you. Like, I don't know, like, how you fell into his trick, but that's insane. That's literally like what you charge is 1,100 times less than what Myron Golden charged you. You need to get your money back, man. You need to call the bank or something, because hell nah. Because that's insane, bro. You better call the bank, bro.
Encourage you to jump into the Content to Cash challenge. We'll be sure to post the link to the challenge down in the show notes or the description.
1,100 times less than what this other person charged you.
And I want to encourage you to jump into the VIP experience. This will give you access to a 1-hour Q&A call every day of the challenge. This will guarantee myself to answer
more Q&As. This person, Myron, gives you 6 Zoom calls per month.
A personalized question you may have. So I'll see you on the Content to Cash challenge. Now let's jump back into the conversation. It goes in any sector, like clothing. You buy crap clothing, it changes when you wash it. You buy quality clothes,
resulting in like you have to just buy more.
You just have to buy more, which is more trips and more logins.
And typically people buy more of the same crap. So they end up, it's just a vicious cycle.
And this is and that's why I like the principle of quality. You think about it with food.
Not necessarily, bro. I've been wearing the same clothes for years. Of course I washed them. That's not true. I mean, some people, if they just like to hoard money, but I've been wearing the same stuff for years, honestly. I got some new ones recently, but that didn't make up for the ones I had, so I don't know about that. I'm probably an exception or something, but I don't know.
You buy crap food, makes you feel crappy. Feel crappy?
Juggling multiple client sites? Supercharge your...
You want to indulge.
Yeah.
You
want to indulge, and then you just go down a path because you were cheap.
Yeah.
Myron's
Myron's
like you just for trying to
even for me
110,000. Let's be honest, that's expensive, bro. That is literally expensive.
When like you introduced me to Myron and like you introduced me into this entire world.
You introduced to Myron, bro. You better cut him off or something. That's insane, bro. You better write him a court visit or something, because that is a no bueno amigos.
At first, Myron's VIP day didn't make sense to me just because it was $350,000,
It's now 375, but go ahead.
$375 for a day with him, which would be 8 hours, is what he would say.
$375,000. What are you, man? Are you living in Beverly Hills or something? Are you living in Dubai, Monaco? Like,
Say, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. $375K for a day with him. Like, are they really getting, the value for that
Right.
price?
Yeah.
And then Myron just breaks it down. He's like, dude, who's getting the short end of the stick if I help this person 5x, 10x that cost? And then it's like, oh, okay. Then yeah, Myron's getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah. And I love that you brought that up because that's an extreme example of what took place in me.
Yeah.
Right. And I know, and I know the people that invested $1 million with him
Mhm.
for a year.
$1 million for a year? You wonder why the rich get wealthy, bro. $1 million? If you're already rich, why do you got to pay them more riches for you to get richer? You're just going to reinvest back to the thing that got you supposedly rich in the first place. Oh my God, bro. This is crazy to me, bro.
But let's just take the VIP day offer. What, Myron, why can't you just tell me what to do? I can just tell you what to do, but you won't do it.
Right.
Why won't I do it? Because
there's no skin in the game.
There's no skin in the game.
Yeah.
So
because you're trying to fucking scam him.
Part of paying a lot of money to invest in yourself is to get yourself to pay attention to the information. Like, you know how many times I offer game? You see me offer game all the time to my friends.
Oh my goodness. The amount of free game you give the people you know.
I'll like leave a face.
I give out information to people sometimes, whether they listen or not. That's depending on an individual. But to be like, hey, if you want to learn more from me, hey, $110,000 and I will speak. My hand is out and I'm waiting. Fuck out of here.
Time call. I'll be like, if they implement that, they can make $1 million.
Yes. And it never happens.
And it never happens. Why? Because they didn't pay for the information.
Yes.
It didn't cost them anything.
And it makes sense with Myron. Like, to have a day, $375K is a pretty big fire under your butt to like do the work.
Yeah. And you're like, I got to make this. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like, okay, I was looking for the ways to make the ROI back.
And what's cool is you made it back in what, 2 weeks?
Like the next month, I doubled the investment with one play Myron gave me.
Yep.
And then everything was gravy after that. But there was still more development that I had to go through. But I want to bring up that whole aspect. Like, Myron actually asked me to speak in front of this group of $375,000 VIP people. And then also the 3 people who paid $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
He had me teach like YouTube and content in front. He's like, I just like the way you teach it, Omar. It was actually
So he asked you to speak at an event for $375,000 coming out of your own pocket. And he hosts the event, right? Scam. Hustle, bro. Hustle. Hard.
I thought this is good, but this game is impossible. I need to win.
I gotta look at tutorials for it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What did I do?
This is crazy.
What did I do?
really cool. Like even in the first year, he had me even do a few calls, which is really cool. Like, and I know some masterminds actually do that, where like you teach something. But I say all that to say, was I saying anything different to this group than what I would say to
You can call me
any other event, any other web class, this podcast. Like,
Oh, dude, 100.
no,
Yes. You taught like a Harvard level class.
no,
No, I'm just kidding.
literally. Like,
No, yeah.
I was
taught,
just like, all right, guys, YouTube,
yeah.
your titles should read like an article headline. Go get your titles from
Bro,
Google.
their minds were blown
Yeah.
in that room.
And the reason is because the information is more valuable to them because they paid.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point that there's a principle. Sometimes the cost isn't about what you can get. It's
My guy, you have Google.com, and you have artificial intelligence. You have Yahoo. You got Mozilla. You got, man, all these browsers where you could research this information. Crazy.
it's about getting you to pay attention.
Mhm.
Like that's a big majority of the cost. Because you can get everything you need to know on YouTube. But why are you still in the same place that you're at? Because it's not costing you anything. So we're just listening to all these gurus online. You're listening to podcasts like The Department. You're listening to Alex Ramones.
Most of the time, you be finding these people from YouTube because they was able to like gaslight you to come out of your pockets and psychologically sway you.
You're listening to Myron Golden, and you're still in the same place. You gotta. If you plan on doing anything significant in business,
Instead of learning for free and actually applying.
and you don't think you have to invest in yourself, good luck. There's a cost to business. And in many
Good luck. You will be finessed. Listen to this guy. I'm telling you.
cases, it's the cost of hiring people. In many cases, it's the cost of hiring third-party agencies to help you do things. There's a cost to there is a cost of business. And I found this as a CEO or, the owner of my business, I found that it is actually my greatest responsibility to become better. Why? As the business owner, as a CEO, you are your own ceiling to your own business or organization.
Mm.
So if you stop getting better, your business stops growing.
That's really good.
Period. And so I know that was literally like an intro, but we might not double the time because I wrote down like some of the things, like genuinely what I got, lessons.
Yeah.
I think it's just a list, and I'll go through it. So when people ask, what'd you get for $55,000? What'd you get for $110,000? I didn't get information.
Word for word.
Well, I guess you could say I did. I got information. But the reason why I paid Myron is
This is what the system thrives off of. People paying for watered down knowledge, like school. They pay you watered down, outdated information. And then they also give you this dependent mindset, the teacher versus student mindset, relying on a teacher instead of learning for yourself and actually paying attention. You wanna know why the education department is being closed? She's freaking useless, dog.
paid him for impartation. I believe that you can catch things on a person, and it is an actual spiritual experience. That if somebody has a gift on their life, you could pull on that gift. Where do you get this from? I think about the Bible, the scripture where it says, receive a prophet.
Using the Bible again.
Receive a prophet as a prophet, and then you receive a prophet's reward. So you get the reward for the gift on that person's life. You get that gift too when you receive them as who they are. This is why I say Myron's coach.
Now he is messing around and using semantics. Okay.
Myron, like he's not bro Myron, because as long as he's coach Myron, I can get his reward.
Yeah, the anointing drips down.
Yeah, I mean, great, good job, dude. Bible scholar. No, that's true though.
Yeah,
it flows.
yes.
And when I say I wanted impartation, Myron's ability to captivate a room or speak to a camera or just be on a podcast and make people literally make their brains go upside down and say, what, wait, what? Like that's something I wanted. Like I wanted the ability to create those same effects. I wanted to learn how he can get people to get up and like take an offer and say yes. Like there are these things that he taught me, like here. And by the way, I just want to list out, here are the things that I feel like I got from being under his coaching for almost 2 years. I got to learn persuasion and sales at the highest level. Like what's cool about investing in myself through Myron is just how long he's been in business and how many times he's failed. Like part of why you want to invest in mentorship is simply because they've already failed for you.
They've been there and done that
more than twice.
Yeah.
Like he became a millionaire, lost it all, and he became a millionaire again.
Is it 30 years plus in business or no?
Yeah, he's been like 34 years in business. Which is like just like that's what you're tapping into. So when you ask like, what do you get for $55,000? What do you get for $110,000? You get his life experience in business.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Get it? They have way more experience when it comes to business. You know what I'm saying? They've probably been through many failures. I get it. You go through these, errors in business where you got to revise and edit your mistakes. But it's like you lose $1 million and you lose it again. You got to look back and double down on the things that made you profit and the things that didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to go do. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, bro.
When you pay Omar Takori to join his program, you get his life experience in video. I've been doing video for 18 years.
Yeah, talk about getting your time back. So like so he has all of that information, but what you're paying for is not only your time back. You don't have to spend 30 years doing it. You get consolidation. So he knows what information you need, not like just here's all of it. Here's all this information.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the like he talks about it a lot, but like who you're becoming.
Did his mentor teach him to yap? He should become a politician with all the mind tricks. Exactly. What a high psychological manipulation strategies. He should become like a damn politician or something, a freaking prime minister or a candidate, because this guy was just saying nothing. He was just trying to like make sense out of being hustled. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to make sense of it when it's like you got finesse, man. And it in your like this guy's owns in his like website, he charges 1,100 times less than what he paid this person, Myron Golden, to get. He should take his own advice. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the damn mentor, because he clearly taught him absolutely nothing.
Is the most important thing. So like the wrong person with the right information will produce the wrong outcome. The right person with the right information will produce the right outcome, aka be, do, have. The right person, be, produce, do, and then outcome, have, right? Like, so
I mean, yeah,
I'm just being Myron Jr. repeating himself. But man, like
He got the skill of speaking a lot while saying nothing of value and low vibrational skill. Exactly. Talking just to hear themselves. Talking just to hear themselves. Because they think they're saying something. You know what I'm saying? Want to be the damn main character. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even let this freaking person speak. He knew that person was going to get on his ass because he looked fucking absolutely just insane. Tell mom to get me a honey bun too. Tell hey, Nala. Tell mom. Mom. Honey bun? Go get me a honey bun, Nyla. Mom's going to give me a honey bun for Kenny. I bet I'm getting you a honey bun. This is absolutely crazy, bro.
I didn't know sales. I thought I did until I met Myron Golden. And like, honestly, the understanding human nature and speaking to the subconscious is game. It's changed the game. Now, what's really cool is the sooner you invest in yourself, the sooner you get to experience the results of your investment. So I am blessed to experience. I've literally, the next thing I wrote down was the business model.
This dude is literally has a wrap around your subconscious mind that you became so obsessed with him that you paid him $110,000 and you got nothing out of it. That's why people finesse you on YouTube, because they develop a thing of like relating you, psychologically swaying you, that you fall for anything like celebrities or whatever, canceling shows. Just like you paid all this money to go driving transportation for them to cancel it. The same thing they're really doing because you're attached to this person. You separate information, the person, and the reality. People can't even do that nowadays.
I've implemented Myron Golden's business model in my business. And it's made my second year in business, just my second year with the video department, a 7-figure business. And I'm only 33. Like, it's game over, bro. Like, game, set, match, bro. I'm glad at 31, I saw the value.
Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't know, I mean, all I knew was like, there's more to it, but there is a direct correlation from the investment I made in myself to the outcome I'm experiencing now.
Something that's also interesting about Myron is the like sales piece that you love in a world where like all of the sales gurus online are so abrasive and it feels very like obnoxious, you know, sometimes like their tactics.
Sure.
It's like Myron will be selling you and you don't even know it.
Right.
And it's not even like happening in your eyes.
Yeah.
But like to be able to learn.
Be careful and hear the words, and because he's telling you without even knowing it, because he probably attached to him. You're probably so infatuated with just love bomb because I don't know, like this is crazy.
And that style of sales, I feel like was probably the best move you could have ever made.
Oh yeah. Like it's just like when you become a sales ninja, it's selling without selling.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling, like, this podcast, by me telling you that I invest in myself at this level, I'm literally selling you on my credibility. So like, even in this podcast had a sales tactic to it, right?
Yeah.
So like, I wrote that down. Investing in Myron has given me credibility as a coach. It's just credit. And dude, I'm literally just doing what he does. Did you see it like on our podcast last week? He was like, oh yeah, I got a new mentor. He's a billion.
That did not give you credibility. That gave you stupidity. Guys, do not follow this. Learn from this. Learn from this. This is not credibility. This is stupidity.
Billionaire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, literally what it made me feel like. man, I want a billionaire mentor. You know, like it made him like he just sunned me. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Bro, what he was trying to get you to do was take his $1 million
I
offer.
know, low key. No, but that's part of why. Yeah, I think one of the greatest skills you can learn in business is sales and persuasion, and tasteful sales and persuasion, right?
I thought it was sales and convincing.
No. Oh yeah, let's talk about that's something he taught me was there's a difference between persuasion and convincing, and they're actually polar opposites. Convincing is forcing you to buy something that benefits me.
Yeah.
Persuasion is helping you get out of your own way to take action or buy something or invest in something that is both going to help you and me. It's best for both parties.
Dude, being aware, like, I mean, when you explained that to me for the first time, I was like, what the heck? Like, I have never in my life thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Or found out that it is that way. So I think you even like operating with that mindset of like, I'm persuading people because I'm selling them something that is going to help them.
Yep.
It also added like a level of conviction to you.
For sure.
Because
you're persuading people, saying all this good stuff, and make sure it's valuable and it actually could help people. You're saying all this good stuff for no reason. You're just wasting valuable carbon dioxide that you're exhaling in and out of your body. For what? By saying nothing?
Yeah, because you don't feel like you have to convince people to take my offer or to take this or take that.
I'm literally like, you guys, like, I don't even need to do this.
Yeah.
I don't need this. But I want to. And if you're down, if we vibe, let's go. It honestly, it's the same as church. Like a preacher's job isn't to convince somebody to take action. Because then you force them into works-based faith, which is like, that's not the goal. We as preachers and teachers, our job is to persuade people, get them out of their own way to literally receive. It's the same. It's like literally the same concept.
Okay. So what would you say are like the practical differences between convincing and persuading?
I mean, I picture it as a scenario. Okay. So like if I'm a car salesman and you come to the lot, say, hey, Art, I don't even know your name, but hey, my name is Omar. What's your name? Art. Art.mp4.
Art.mp4.
And what brings you in today?
Just looking for a car.
Are you looking for a car, or do you have a family, or are you looking for a coupe, like sedan? Like what
looking for a family car.
A family car. Dude, that's sick. Are you somebody who would drive a van?
Sure, why not?
No.
Okay, you show them about like what you're trying to like offer, the service, and then you help them as soon as possible. Then you get the sale, but don't like overcharge them or take them through these loopholes and these freaking funnels. Like, come on, bro.
No way. Yeah, because we just got these fresh Kia Carnival.
Your goal as a business owner is to solve the problem and be solution based because the customer has a problem.
They literally look like SUVs, but they're vans.
Oh, dang.
Let's check it out.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, like captain seats, bro. It has everything you need. The kids can talk to you, and then it projects while you drive. So like you don't have to yell to the back.
Oh, dude, my wife's gonna love that.
That's so crazy. Yeah. Okay. It's a $30,000 car. Is this something you feel prepared to buy, or you want to talk through it?
We can probably just talk through it a little bit more.
Yeah, let's talk through it. Like, so what would prevent you from actually taking action and buying this car?
I think it's just a little out of our price range.
Okay. What if I can get the price to a place where it is in your range?
I would be open to purchasing.
Like a monthly payment.
Yeah.
But you know, this car is the car for you guys.
100.
Sweet. So
like I said, within that price range, make sure they're getting that value that's actually worth the price range because this person has invested their time into it. Okay.
Let's work together and make that work. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. That's persuasion.
Okay.
I would listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
I could have made a judgment call on you and said, hey bro, what brings you in? Obviously you're here just browsing for a car. Bro, check out this Tesla Model S. Dude, I don't know if I like electric. No, but legit, this is a car. And you and I force a product on you that isn't even right.
Right.
But you did it because I honestly emotionally,
it's like a pressure, like you put a pressure on.
And this is what you call high pressure sales.
Mm.
And then they make you feel guilty for saying no.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's that's the difference between persuading and convincing.
Money.
That's it. Like
cool.
And that's why I love the sales girls have a book that's called Persuade for Good. Because the reality is like people do it for bad.
Yeah. For the wrong way.
And bad is for greed. Another thing I learned from Myron is just communication. He breaks down his formula for how he teaches every time he teaches. He breaks down, and what's cool about these events, which I've gone to, they're called like Mouth to Millions and Stage Selling Secrets. What's cool about these events is he'll tell you what he's doing and then why he's doing something. Like, which you don't realize what he's doing when he's doing it because he's so masterful. He's hit a place of mastery. So just communication is, when I think about the two skills that everyone should invest in, it's communication and sales. And they kind of go hand in hand, I guess you could say. Like those two skills it'll change your financial future. And yeah, I already talked about, it gave me the permission to charge more. If you want to charge more for your products,
their goal at the end of the day is to help their business. Religion is not to help you specifically. Yeah, they're gonna talk a good game and preach. You know what I'm saying? Go into like the Bible, turn the pages, do their sermons, speak the gospel and whatever. But at the end of the day, church, not the religion itself, CHRUCH is a business. It's a 501c3 and it's not taxed. It's tax deducted. So it's just free money. They have the offering out, or they may have, new electronic forms of payments like Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and boom, they get paid because it's still a business at the end of the day. It's a write-off. There would be no churches on every corner for a damn reason that you see, especially in urban communities.
or services, but you get nervous when you say the price. You either don't see the value in it, you don't have enough proof to even sell it for that price, or you haven't even bet on yourself at that level, and you're asking people to bet on themselves at that level.
With you.
Yeah.
Make sure they can at least afford it so they don't become anxious. Of course, the value too, the value margin, but it's like the price, man.
Phony. So I will say it this way. I paid Myron $110,000 and it changed everything in my life.
Oh my God.
And something I learned is when I become better, Omar, the human being, everything around me gets better. So I got better because of Myron Golden's coaching from a friend standpoint, from a husband and father standpoint, from a pastor and leader standpoint, to an entrepreneur. And like, did the ROI take place? Of course. So much. Like, I don't believe I would have hit $1 million if I didn't pay Myron $110,000. I don't believe, like, I believe I needed him to get me to this place. Now, I'll probably hit a new ceiling.
You've been a video content creator for 18 years. You could have used that experience and doubled down on it and learned and probably potentially made $1 million. You paid this guy $110,000 for what? And then you had to go to his events and pay him to like a VIP. Like, come on, dude. Like, you guys, if you want to learn something, google.com, youtube.com. Or if you don't understand words, go on dictionary.com, Urban Dictionary. You just got to be specific. You can go on this, you can look for this stuff online, how to be rich or whatever. Some may be true, some may be not, but you got the information. How to be rich. Look, the information's on Google. There's so much resources. You don't got to waste valuable freaking time. Look, what creates millionaires? Look at this stuff. It's on YouTube. It's on Google. There's images. You can get these books for free. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich. You can get a PDF. I got PDFs of those freaking books. You know what I'm saying? For free. I'm not going to pay no money for it. You can go to the library. You can take a screenshot. You can learn this information for free if you're really serious. Not come out of your own pocket. Then put it together. Double down on it. Reverse engineer. And then actualize the information. And then apply it. Don't go out of your own money. Don't feel like you have to go out and spend all this hocus pocus amount of cash that you probably can't even afford. You got to take out a loan that you can't afford. Like, this guy is just selling you something because he made a mistake. So he's selling it as a way to connect so he could get his sales. And he doesn't sell that much. He sells 1,100 times less of what he paid for from this person, Myron Golden. And he has said nothing in this video that I have learned. Just trying to just gaslight you with these pitches, these sales pitches that he said in the video. To become a better buyer. You mean a better consumer? What are you consuming? Does it help you? Does it benefit you? What are you getting it for? These people got lied to do this. Like, come on, this is insane, bro. Don't do this. Tap in with yourself. You know? Learn, think more, do whatever. You have a brain. You have a functioning brain. Your brain takes around, I think, 11 bits of information, million. It's a very deep, complex organism that you have. Utilize it. Don't get finesse. That's the problem. The public school education ain't ish. And it gives people the teacher-student mentality, relying on a teacher. And not all teachers are reliable. Not all teachers could teach, you know, sufficiently. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you're able to get finessed, you know? Because say you're in class and you didn't understand the curriculum of what the lesson was taught, and so teacher, can you go over it again? They're going to be like, why didn't you pay attention? Maybe the teacher spoke too fast. Maybe you came in tired, or whatever you did, or you didn't get enough sleep. That's why you got to find it out for yourself if you're really serious. That it's the school system. I blame the school system for most of this stuff because it ain't ish. It's bull crap. It's unreliable. That's why it's being pardoned. It's shutting down. It's freaking useless, man. We got to teach ourselves. Our parents got to teach their kids. It's freaking useless, man. For all this stuff. It is super useless. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that's, make sure you stop them in their tracks not to pay this much money. You stop them because they are going to get finessed. You stop them in their tracks and you let them know you don't got to do this, or you give them free resources. that are free or cheaper. Not pay $110,000. That is a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. That's expensive. And this person has 29,000 people watching him. That's 29 different people that's convinced to do some shit like this and pull it off. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Do not get finessed, man. These people are predators out here. They will steal your money, especially if your wallet is out and you're desperate. So be careful, man. This person, Omar, whatever her name is, Omar Kalokatari, whatever how you sell it, Ketrochlori, whatever, is just going to get you finessed, man. Always learn. Have a mindset to learn. If you have a mindset to learn, you're going to want to practice what you do because you're going to get deep into it and see it. Bring it to life. Y'all just watching these people and swear they know what they're talking about because, you know, they're telling you they're getting these results or they've been in this profession for years, but you haven't gotten this result yet. You're the person watching them. You got to be the person watching them because they're willing to learn. You're going to see if it's legit or not because you're vetting it out. You know what I'm saying? You're looking it through. You're site sourcing because you want to learn more about it. You can decipher through the bullshit and not get finesse. So thank you guys. Leave your thoughts. Tell me if you would have spent $110,000 for somebody to freaking coach you. You tell me that in the comment section. This is literally insane because I would not. Or if I would, it's going to be way cheaper than $110,000. It's going to be a fraction of that. Not even a fraction that I would pay because it's for free. This is literally insane. So y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section and let me know if you would have paid $110,000 for information.